Thanks so kindly. Our guests are here. We go over to them. We're coming to have a very important conversation. Dr. Orlando Pereira Diaz. Is that Diaz? Yeah, good. You know the way doctors write, you have to be very careful to understand what it is. He's from Cape Verde, the chair of the health committee at the ECOWAS Parliament. Dr. Diaz, welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
You speak what
I
Portuguese in Cape Verde? Is it Portuguese?
Yes, I will try speaking English because if I will speak in Portuguese, maybe you will not
No, no, we will
understand.
not. We will not understand. It is not even maybe.
So I will try to speak in Portuguese.
Okay, good.
In Cape Verde, we speak Portuguese. It's our official language,
Okay.
and we speak our maternal language too. Is
Okay.
Criollo.
Oh, Creole.
Yeah.
Okay. And the names as well. You can see the Portuguese running or in your three names. The Orlando Pereira Diaz.
Yes.
Do you play football?
I played when I was young.
So
Very well.
So do you do some old timer football kind of stuff, like where you the big guys you go to exercise, play football?
Yes.
Okay.
I played football when I was young in front,
Okay.
and I made so much goal.
Okay. It's crack up. We also have with us Senator Adam Evans. He's the head of Liberia's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament. He's also head, I think, of the APRM committee there as well. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Julius. Thank you as always.
You don't look like you played football. So I don't want to ask you.
I watch football. I minister of football.
Okay. Senators know this ECOWAS delegation is in town, and the issue of substance abuse, drugs, is high on the agenda, and I am told it has attracted the attention of the ECOWAS Parliament. You guys come a little closer to the microphone and tell us exactly what is this trip about.
Oh, thank you, Julius. Thank you so much for making time for the delegation. So, like you just spoke to Dr. Orlando Diaz, who is the chair of the Health Committee of the ECOWAS Parliament. He's also the former Minister of Health of Cape Verde, a long-serving member of the ECOWAS Parliament. He once served as Deputy Speaker also of the Parliament. In our work program for 2025, that was adopted in the first extraordinary session, we listed a number of countries, Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, to do anti-drug awareness. We are aware of the increase in substance abuse, drugs and substance abuse in our region. And the ECOWAS Parliament now is conducting it not just in the three countries, but beyond in all ECOWAS member states, so that the ECOWAS Parliament will debate the issue and see how best we can do something holistic, pass a law in our region to collectively fight drugs. So the delegation is in Liberia. It's headed by my good friend Orlando. He also happens to be the head of delegation from the from Cape Verde at the ECOWAS Parliament, and he will be doing more of the talking today. So I'm just here to accompany him as head of the Liberian delegation.
So let's come to you, sir. Why the initial three countries? Why were they chosen? I'm talking about him.
No, because we chose the country, Monrovia country, Guinea-Conakry and Sierra Leone and Liberia, because we now in the ECOWAS country we have so much problem with this problematic drugs problem. It's old country, it's an old issue, is pandemic. It's not only in our region, but we choose first one, the Guinea-Conakry, Sierra Leone and Liberia to start. We want to thank so much the Liberian delegation in the ECOWAS Parliament. They do a very good job there. They represent Liberia very, very well, and delegation is leading by my brother, Senator Snow. We are very, very, very close with experience, and we thank all authorities, Liberian, president and government. Today we had meeting with several members of government, Liberian government, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Education, Health, Youth, and Gender. So it was very good day, and mayor of the city of Monrovia. So what we want? We want together to fight drugs and to help our young people to protect mental health. We now health is priority. If people have not health, people have nothing. So we need to protect, and we need to be together to have good programs and projects and harmonized law to fight this issue, because we now we need to go in prevention phase, treatment, rehabilitation, and reintegration of the people. Prevention is very, 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 very important. Drugs is a social problem, economical problem, health problem. So we are very happy because President of Liberia made task force to fight drugs and involve several ministers, youth, education, gender, and others, because it's transversal problem, and we will work in this view. We will visit some centers in Monrovia, center affected youth with the drugs problem, and finally we will do our report to present at the ECOWAS Parliament to approve it and to send to the head of states of the ECOWAS, and we think it will be very good. Of course, drug is not only health problem; it's social problem. So we encourage.
Yeah, before we move forward, you are also an ECOWAS parliamentarian, right?
Yes.
Now, so on this delegation, that on this trip, what are the different things you'll be doing in Liberia?
Encourage government of Liberia, authorities of Liberia, see reality in concrete in Liberia,
Okay.
and make it in report to help. Our objective is encourage authorities to fight well this issue. We know drug is not only a health problem; it's social problem. So we need give to the young people, give employ, right? Fight unemployment. We need give them good salary. We need give them opportunity to go to school, to education, to have education, and to have job, and to have a good quality of life. So we will our action need to be multi-action, several sectors.
Yeah. So I was there last year at the ordinary, is that how you call it, the ordinary summit in Nigeria. When you went, when the extraordinary summit in Nigeria, when you all talked about the same drug issue, it was a major talking point. It said that you've got to a point that if you go with a report, there's a possibility you could give beyond just more about some kind of physical support to the fight that these different countries will be carrying on.
Yeah, we think is one of big problem we have in our region, in the world. So we will prioritize it. Like I said, we will do a good report. We had discussion about this issue in our session. So it's how we decide to do this mission and to be in local to see what happened, to have a reality, to speak with the authorities, and to do a report. And report will be approved at Parliament, I think, and we will send to Commission, and Commission will present to summit of head of state, and different government of ECOWAS countries will work with us in this issue.
Now, one of the key issues is the cross-border trade. A whole lot of these drugs come from this country to this country. Some of them are within the ECOWAS sub-region. Have you all considered the issues of border security to strengthen it and all of that?
Yes, we have security and borders problem. So we need to, the countries need to work together on borders to stop enter drugs. It's not easy, but it's possible. To do it, the country, when they have a border together, they need to work together to stop it, okay? For the security is very important, and for control to stop enter of substance psychoactive and drugs in the countries.
Okay.
Control of border is very, very, very important.
Yeah, I take it that you are a health professional too, right?
Yes, I'm a medical doctor.
Okay, good. So we'll come back to it. Let me come to Senator Snow in terms of the fight against drugs in Liberia, because it is one thing that you are going to assess as well, even before your report. How do you see it going? Is it on course? Has it picked up? Is it trying to pick up, or is it just still just on the lips?
Unfortunately, the last meeting of the Senate, we invited the task force, I think headed by the Minister of Health. Both the Minister of Health and Gender were not in attendance, so there was a motion on the floor of the Senate to reschedule that. In terms of awareness, I think there's a little bit of awareness going on. In terms of the coordination or public disrepute at the sectoral head at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, we're not hearing further confusion. I hope there's nothing happening there, and I think they're being a little more vigilant from what I'm told in recent times. In terms of legislative action, I think we have increased the budget, and let me publicly commend the chair on the Security Committee of the Senate. I'm a member of that committee, Mr. Saros Momo Saros. The committee has been exercising oversight. We've asked for regular update. But in terms of actuality, what is actually happening on the ground, I think a lot more needs to be done. We need to be a little more proactive. I think more centers need to be shut down. We need to open more rehabilitation centers. It will come on our report, but I was very happy today what I heard from the different ministers we met, youth and sports, health, gender, and education. They spoke of government's effort through the executive branch in constructing more centers. I think in Bentel, the Minister of Health talked about working more with the school system to fight drugs. The Minister of Gender talk about, they're the end user. They deal with the family lives, what they put in place to do counseling for family members. The Minister of Health talk about, there was a young doctor at the Ministry of Health today that I really admire. One doctor, I think Slair. He made a very, very excellent presentation. You remember him, right, Orlando? Very good presentation about Liberia's fight against drugs. He was very, very, very sharp, very brilliant. And he made a very good case. As a matter of fact, the head of delegation, Dr. Diaz Orlando, has even suggested that as part of the committee's recommendation would be to invite him to the ECOWAS Parliamentary in our next session, so that he make the case. I mean, I think that someone will even use as brand ambassador. Juan Julius, he's a very young man, but very smart, very intelligent, well educated. And he could serve, as peer because most of the people that drink drugs in the ghetto right now are young people. So he could go there, show his face, and let them know that if I could be a medical doctor at my age, you can leave drugs and do the same. So I was very impressed today with government's effort, and I hope that upon our return to the legislature, we can, carry on more oversight, and in the next budget, we can make additional appropriations so that we can be able to collectively fight drugs.
Also joining us on the panel is Representative Samuel Enders of District Number 6 in Monserrate County, also a member of the ECOWAS Parliament and a member of this delegation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How is everything going?
All is going well.
It has been a little while.
Oh, yes. All is going well. I think we have been ably represented by our dynamic chairman, the Honorable Snow, and the Honorable Dr. Orlando. I was en route, but it's good to be here. We want to thank the ministers who we interacted with today for their warm reception. We think what we heard about government efforts in trying to mitigate this issue is very important. So I think I'm here to give support. We're thankful to ECOWAS for what they've done and they continue to do in the sub-region. I think this also demonstrates their willingness and their passion for making sure our community is safe, our community is united, and our community is strong. A stronger community means stronger people. And I think our strength as a sub-region is that demographic of the young people. We're troubled that demographic is shaking. It's shaking and it's battered with drugs. And people finds it very intriguing. It becomes a priority for the committee, become a priority for the sub-region, becomes a priority for the presidents. We cannot be a safe region. We cannot be a stable region if our young people who's supposed to replace us become druggy, if our sub-region is unsafe because people are trafficking. So I think while I'm at this, I want to say thank you to our chairman, or Snow, who pushed, for ECOWAS, the youth to be brought to Liberia, and other people who work along. We say thank you. I think all of us continue to work together.
You mean you say the ECOWAS youth? Youth what?
Yeah. The youth
center.
Oh,
okay, the ECOWAS Youth Center.
Yeah. So we think these are efforts. ECOWAS is not just talking, but it's taking concrete steps.
Yeah, we hope it can come sooner than later.
At least it's coming. So
there were a little back and forth over who they were, but that's okay. We come back to Dr. Diaz. The issues of drugs years ago. Just few places, but it's like everywhere, in every district, in every town, in every country. It's just so prevalent. Everybody says he or she is against it, but then it's still becoming widespread. How you are the medical doctor? What is the state of mind of people? How do people start to even use drugs? Because I as a person cannot imagine what would make me start. So what makes people to start using drugs?
We have so much factors. Do it. It's how we need to familiar education is very important. Since we are children, we need to have a very good familiar education. We need to.
That is for the family to educate their own children, talk to their children. Yeah.
We need to have good programs to fight drugs in school. Since primary school, we need to teach the children all dangers when people use drugs. We need to know since small age. And government and civil society and every people need to help in this issue. It's a very complex issue. It's not easy issue because we have so much interest. People do traffic. It's business for them. To control is not easy, but we cannot stay and see We need to do activities, we need to do program, we need to fight it, okay? Maybe we will not fight 100%, but you will reduce, okay? It's not easy to eliminate, because it's a pandemic problem, it's a world problem, it's not only in our countries, but we need to do more to fight it. Even in developed country we have problem, but we need to fight it, and we have country has biggest this problem. We have country have small problem. So when we see country like Netherlands, Norway, North European country, they fight it very well. We need to think about law. We have country, they allow in limited place, user can go there and use legal. When you do it, maybe control will be better. Okay? When you tell it's forbid, no way, you can have no good control. So we need to think about.
Yeah.
Okay?
So
about
what you're
this
saying
possibility.
is,
Yeah, because in Netherlands, I don't know in English it's Orlando, in Netherlands, they have law. You have place in Amsterdam, or you can take it. Police control. They know who go there. They know how. Yes, you take care.
That is for the recreational use of drugs. Certain drugs are termed legal in Netherlands. That is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
But under control.
No, control is security. People will control. Yes, okay. It's more easy to do control when you allow some drugs, and you can control, because you know who go there, when they go there. You have the register, so it's better in this issue, okay? And you fight to other methodology too, okay? If you go to the prison in Holland, they close prison because no crime, because they control, okay? And if you go in our prison, you'll see many people are in prison because traffic of drug. So we need to share with the other countries too how we can fight more the problem of drugs. It's not easy. It's not easy to eliminate, but we can reduce.
And tell us about the medical dangers of using these illegal drugs.
Yeah, legal drugs and illegal drugs have always health problem.
Okay.
Legal drugs, alcohol, is big problem, because when you take alcohol, you can have so much disease, liver disease, brain disease, blood pressure disease. All these you can take. And when you take alcohol so much, is one step to go to drugs, other drugs, to go to no legal. So we need to fight to alcohol. Okay.
How to control the intake of alcohol too?
Is with education, information, communication. Okay. Radio, social media, family. Okay. We can teach people how to know. Sometimes you can take alcohol, but if you have not information, you will be a alcohol person. If you control take alcohol, you will have not dependence. Okay, so we need to have program to educate people how do it. Better is no drink, but it's not easy to not drink. If you drink, you don't know how you do this. For example, we have in our body suprarenal, okay, system to produce noradrenaline and adrenaline. We speak in Portuguese, is catecholamine. I don't know if in English we have this term. These substances, they have so much function in the organism, human. They control blood pressure, they control everything. And one of function is destroyed alcohol in organism. When people drink so much, for example, today, the substance will produce the suprarenal will produce so much catecholamine to destroy alcohol. Tomorrow morning, when you will have very low level of alcohol in blood, they continue to produce. If you drink 1-2 beer, you stabilize, you need to finish this. But people don't know, they drink 1-2 beer in the following days, they feeling well, they start. And every day they will do it. And they will be dependent. So they need information to control the issue. About other drugs, no legal drugs, we have so much problem. Even cancer, mental disease, liver disease, all diseases can be did. And nutritional problem, because sometimes they use drugs and they will not eat. If you don't eat, you will have low immunity. And other diseases, HIV. If you are you take drug, you will not control. You will not use condom or preservative. I don't know in English it's condom. And you are more free. You will do something bad. Accident, crime. We need to fight. We need to fight because it's not only disease. It's disease. All disease is social problem. It's a problem for our economical problem. When people with drugs, they will not work. If they will not work, we cannot grow economy. We cannot have money. We cannot develop the country. So it's a big problem. Everybody, all people need to help in this issue to fight drugs.
This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We have with us 3 parliamentarians of the ECOWAS Parliament. Dr. Orlando Pereira Diaz is heading a delegation to Liberia to do an examination and of the fight against drugs, report back to base and see how the whole ECOWAS sub-region could help these different countries. We also have our Senator Edwin Melvin Snow of Bomi County. Senator, way back, places like Bomi, you rarely talk about drug use. But the last time I was there, I could see the effects. It is, becoming prevalent all over the country. How concerned are you?
Scary, Julius. Today when we spoke with the Minister of Youth and Sports, he told us that they did a survey nationwide, and it was just spot survey, that detail. And people that are actively on drugs being affected, so about 13,600, he said. And I said to him, in some counties, if they all went to one county, they could produce a senator. If they went to other counties, they could produce representatives. That's to show you how serious it is in Liberia. And Bomi is no exception. It's very serious in Bomi, like other counties. And this is something that we really need to fight hands on. I think it's affecting our country greatly. And that is why when we did the work program for 2025 for the ECOWAS Parliament, I was very happy when they listed among the first 3 countries, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone, on this fight against drugs. And Bomi, for me, I won't just talk about Bomi. Bomi is serious, but all counties. Right now, I don't know if we have any family or any household in Liberia that will put your hand up and say, there's no family member of mine that's affected by drugs or on drugs. I don't know if we have anything like that. So it's how serious the situation is, and if we don't collectively fight this, it could fight us. And if we don't defeat it, it could defeat us. And defeating us by even taking over national leadership. So we are heading towards crisis, and I hope that we can do something about this. This mission, like I said, is going to debate the report on the floor of plenary, and the findings going to be sent to the head of states, to the authorities of the head of states and government, so that we come up with a synchronized approach in the ECOWAS region, how to combat drugs and what to do with those that will be caught either using it or trafficking it or selling it, whatever it is. How can we deal with this situation? But it's troubling, it's affecting our region.
Let's come to Representative Anders. Your district, as well, if you went back in time, only a few places, but now almost everywhere is quite affected. A part of the problem is the issue of the trafficking. It comes through the airport, it comes through the free ports, it comes through border points and all those kinds of things. How can we, as we try to create a sensitization within country, to also fight the bringing in of a whole lot of these drugs?
Thank you for that question. That's a good question. When I was saying the states, if you live in New York, you will find that they will always tell you see something, say something. I think if we take small steps, practical approach to fighting drugs, it will be helpful. What I face in district number 6, our lovely district, we're infested. We have huge ghettos, which include the King Grade, the Tinkers Village area. I did my research the other time. We have over 80 ghettos in district number 6.
Wow.
Sadly, people have been engaged in the sale of drugs as a way of life. And I think when I call community leaders together as they come and talk about it, the fear of reprisal, that if someone is selling drugs and you go and talk about it, they come after you in the community, so people keep quiet. So I think the way we can tackle these things is to be able to see something and say something. When we met the Minister of Education today, she said something which I'm also aware of. Dare to stay away from drugs. But he said there was a campaign that said say no to drugs. And I think another thing we all come together is say no to drugs and yes to dream. If we will help in our community, if we will expose those who sell the drugs, if we will show those homes that are selling the drugs and people know that those homes are dangerous, I think it will help the community a lot. Community come together and identify those who destroy the community, those who pollute in the community. Is very helpful. We have been talking as a team out in my district on a project. What we want to do is identify homes that are selling drugs and paint it red, put a red cross mark on it. So you know that home with a big red mark is a drug den. So we went to GSA Road. There's a school used to be called YMCA in GSA Road. That school shut down because of drugs. Everyone around there ran away because the guys were selling drugs. So I went in there, the house that was in the back, we broke it down. We broke the zinc shacks from around that down. And then there's the house. It's a concrete house. You see it as if to say it's something good. Well, just go to the back. So they use the window at the back and people go there and they sell the drugs to them. So we decided to put a big red paint on the house so people know that house is a red paint, red, it's a drug den. We have to find a way. We have to say something when we see something. We have to point these people out because I don't know. You live in a community, you know what's happening. We have to point them out. I think if the community come together, we start from a community level, I think we can gain some success. In terms of the port, I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame for those who come in, but I want to give some credit to our securities of late. I think the arrests that have been made, those who have been caught, I want to give them some credit, and I think I appreciate for the progress we've been made on arrests and identifying those who are trafficking in the country.
This is the OK Conversation. Let's go to the phone lines now. Speak with some of those who are listening. Let's get your input. 777-700-995, 555-995. ECOWAS is concerned, and through the Parliament, they've dispatched a delegation to 3 countries to see what's happening and how they can be of help. Welcome. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Welcome. How are you doing?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Ezekiel calling from Mambastown. Yeah, thank you very much for our audience to be in the studio to talk about our brother Julia. The thing they say is very, very risky because all over you go in the community, you go in the neighbor areas, you will meet ghetto, you will meet people selling drugs. And when the same way Reverend was saying, when you talk about it, your life will be interesting. Yes. And Reverend again, all the one Ezekiel Fire, who you met before, talk about you about spinal cord. Reverend, to meet you is very challenging to me. Please, thank God I get you today. So please listen to my voice. I need your help, Reverend. All the one Ezekiel Fire, who facing spinal cord problem around VOA Junction.
Okay, thanks so kindly. He will get to you if he can. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius. Frank Gibson. I want to speak to the representative.
Frank Gibson from Paris. Hello.
Yes, it is Frank from Paris.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I want to actually address my question to the stranger in the studio, not Honorable Snow and not Honorable Endos. Honorable, you know, the government of Liberia, including our legislature, they are not serious to fight drugs in the Republic of Liberia. To the extent that the budget they control in their own area, both the executive and the legislature, they are not serious, they are not supporting the drug enforcement agency to sufficiently fight drugs. Because they give them small money and they keep the entire money for themselves. Imagine the two legislatures in your around you there, sitting by you. So does not take 3 cars in 9 years. Each of the cars come for 1,000. That could be more.
Hello, Frank. Your line is going bad.
Are you getting me now?
Yeah, better.
What the may understand me because I'm finding it very difficult to understand English too. So if the government of Liberia is not serious to fight drugs, to the extent that where the president's son is one of the major drugs dealer in the country.
What is the evidence that the president's son is one of the major drugs dealers?
Yes, Julius, when the president's son take me to court, I will provide the evidence.
Okay, thanks so kindly. We'll hold you there. Let's take orders. Welcome. Let's hear you quickly on this end.
Good afternoon, Julius. Lorenzo Prince Boga calling from EAW.
Go ahead.
26. Let me say thanks to my former representative and the current one as well. In the Julius, we had a community issue where we had an opportunity to engage the EAW Zola community. At the very end of those, exactly what I'm talking about. And we knows that those as well. And Julius, what we did, we confronted the guys ourselves. We went to them and told them, say, look, you know, there's a graveyard just right across the road. That's the old ELB hospital junction. And we went to them, we confronted them, we bear the leaders. And they always got leadership. So we bear the leadership structure, and then we told them, say, look, we have our kids in this community and we don't need you guys here. And Julius, let me tell you the truth. We confronted those guys, we met with them, we discussed. They were a little bit, hesitant to leave. But again, the community used some level of force. Let me be very frank. We used some level of force and we went to go out. And since last year, I think the NFL last year up to present years, if you can go in that graveyard, you can even leave your phone and say you go come out your minute there right now. And that entire graveyard is empty. And this is something that the community need to take a hand on and then engage these guys and see how best the community can fight it. If you go to Western is another area, they got a cemetery there as well. If you go to that place, empty, virtually empty, you can't find nobody there. But think of it as, trust me, Julius. Think of it as one of the, if you go think of it as cemetery, you see that place, Julius, those guys are there every day and night. And sometimes the community need to take this community initiative to fight drugs as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks so kindly as well. Let's see who's on this end. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Uncle Jeff.
Yes, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Benetati Conton, and I'm calling from New Matadi. My name is, I'm the speaker of Monserrado County Students Forum.
Go ahead.
I should go ahead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to commend the people in studio, and I also want to bring this to the senator extension, and also the representation in the government at large. So this drug issue did pass. So we, the children, if you do a survey, I've been on the few for they say no to drug. We have been to if you do a survey, you will know that those are in the streets started taking it as from childhood. If they cannot work on this drug issue, that means like you will not have a future. Whatever they are building today is what we should be inheriting. So they should be considering those who will inherit the country tomorrow. And I also buy in with what Dr. Orlando said about information dissemination. That is very key. What children here or what adults here will really help them. And about the substantial skills to be given to young people. Because if people are already busy, they will not get involved into things they know that will damage their health. So I'm calling on also the general public to join us who are also serving as to say no to drugs. And I'll also be bringing our skilled children to join the march as well, because it's affecting us as well. Our fellow young children are getting involved into it. So this is a national emergency, and we all should adhere to the call. Thank you.
Thanks so kindly. This person says, thanks for inviting this team from ECOWAS. The issue of drugs in West Africa and other regions of the world is quite concerning. With this, the best we can do through ECOWAS is to plan strategically so as to strengthen security at our borders, our seaports, our airports, etc. This should include the use of smart technological equipment. NS Bailey says that. Welcome. Let's hear you. I'm sure our next guest should be around. Hello. You went off by yourself. 777-700-995, 555-995-995. Welcome.
Good evening, Jonah.
Yes, go ahead.
Thanks for having me, and let me appreciate you. And let me say good evening to the two studio guests. My name is Chris Andrews, and I'm the president for the District 18 Youth Association. I want to appreciate ECOWAS for this initiative, Julius. When it comes to the issue of drugs in Liberia, I think it is about time that everyone, meaning Liberia, stand to go against drugs. Because, mind you, Julius, we need complete help in this country. Look at the young people today. What drugs have turned, what drugs have turned into. I'm a resident of district number 13, Julius. 75% of the young people in district 13, when they are not on drugs, they are playing Jamo. When they are not playing Jamo, they are waiting for a partner to read so that they can have that people so they can take away the valuable material. So, Julius, I want to say to whosoever that is organizing the prayer protest the prayer protest against drugs, that we, the people of district 13, specifically the young people, we will be part of that protest because it is genuine and there is a need at the public policy to play policy and anybody opportunity.
Thanks so kindly as well. Let's see who's here. Welcome. Let's hear you. Second to last caller.
Good evening, Julius.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Baba B. Kamara and I phone in from Ghana.
Go ahead.
Julius, let me say thank you for hosting the people in studio, and let me say thanks to ECOWAS for the brilliant decision made to include Liberia in the fight, against or in the process ongoing. Julius, the issue about drugs is something that is in national court now, and we all have to put our hands on that to ensure that we fight against drugs. But if we are to be serious about the fight against drugs, we must speak true to our policy makers, right? We, the people down the line, we have to take part, but the policy makers will have to do more. Julius, let's look at the district scenario. When you pass across the district, for example, even Monserrado, you see the kind of just practices that are unfolding. It builds my imagination to know that these districts have lawmakers. Because even if there are issues with those who are responsible, agencies responsible to fight drugs, I think the lawmakers should try on their own to even have little groups in their districts that will be able to start the fight against drugs. But nothing of such ongoing. So I think the decision of ECOWAS to have Liberia included in this exercise is very important. I think each and every Liberian must encourage this, and we all must go on this. That we went on Ebola, then we went on other diseases that affected this nation. We all must stand against this. So I want to say a very big thank you to you, and thanks to Honorable Snow and the rest of the people in studio. Thank you so much, Julius.
Thanks so kindly as well. Let's go back to our guests now. We'll start with Reverend Anders and we'll come to Senator Snow and end up with Dr. Diaz. Reverend Anders?
I want to thank those who call. Thank you for your comments. The gentleman who said that, he wouldn't speak to the lawmakers because we're supposed to do something. Let me remind him that we were bad lawmakers until we signed a drug law. People were insulted until they did it. I think I know of lawmakers, many of whom on a daily basis work very hard to do the very best to make sure our community is safe. I want to thank ECOWAS. I'm glad to be part of this mission. And I thank you for hosting us today. We will do our very best as a nation, as a people, to fight this. I think pointing finger at one another will not help it. I want to thank the Zobla community. Yes, it is true. They stood very tall, stood very strong. And that community, there's no drugs around that graveyard anymore. So I thank you, and it was good to be here.
Senator Snow?
Okay, thank you, Julius. Let me say thanks to the callers for your contribution. But let me most especially, Julius, close by thanking you. Today, Orlando and I were driving from the Ministry of Gender on our way to SKD. Then we got a call from the Parliament and said they saw the work program. They didn't see OKFM.
Okay.
And they specifically mentioned it. That's how I called you, because they said that your network has been shared with the ECOWAS Parliament. I think journalists, you guys have an association, and they share your information. And I've been asked to publicly thank you for and your station for sharing the information from ECOWAS, not just the Parliament but for the region. And I want you to please continue giving us the usual pro bono services
Sure.
for ECOWAS. We really appreciate what you do for this region. And thanks such a short note. As soon as I got the call, I said, let me call and find out.
Yeah.
And then you made space for us to come today. So we really want to thank you for what you do for this region. I want to thank the speaker for dispatching the mission to Liberia, headed by a sound medical doctor, a veteran in the ECOWAS Parliament. Who understands the issue. As a matter of fact, the other doctor is also arriving today. His flight could not make it from Cote d'Ivoire yesterday. Dr. Jumande, who is also a medical doctor from Cote d'Ivoire, the ECOWAS Parliament. He will be joining us tomorrow. And I want to thank the ministers that availed themselves today. They were very supportive, very informative, and very cooperative. So I'm very happy, especially Minister of Youth and Sports, who have given us a hall to use, helping us with the march on Tuesday. Is it tomorrow or Wednesday? On Wednesday, and all of the participants that will be there. Let us close also by just informing the public, or the Minister of General had that concern. This mission has nothing to do with the August 7 march. Absolutely nothing to do with it. It just happened to coincide with our work program. As Liberians and as a senator sitting here, I can tell you that I fully support the idea of the March 7 march, August 7 march. I think it's a good initiative, but it does not coincide with the ECOWAS program. So ECOWAS is not part of that march. ECOWAS has nothing to do with it. But as an individual Liberian, I support it, and I think it's a good idea. Just to clear the air that the mission is not in town for the August 7 march. It's a separate mission, has nothing to do with it. But as individual, we do support the idea, and I think it's a good initiative.
Okay, Dr. Diaz.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. Thank you personally for this opportunity. We want to thank your radio, OK Radio, no? OK FM. It's very good because it's a very good team. And we want to thank our colleagues from Liberia at Parliament of ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Snow, Senator, leader of Delegation of Liberian ECOWAS Parliament, our colleague here present, all parliamentarians from Liberia. We want to thank all authorities, President, government, ministers, and we want to thank all people of Liberia. Because this issue, drugs issue, is each one has a good role to fight it. It's not only a problem of government. It's not only a problem of MPs. It's not only problem of the minister. It's our problem. Only collective we can fight it. Family, education, and all people, civil society, MP, government, minister, all together we need to fight drugs, to help our young people, to protect their health, mental health and physical health, and to fight it, and to work to reduce the number of people who take drugs in our region, in ECOWAS. Thank you so much. Okay. Together we will do it.
Thanks so kindly for accepting our invite on short notice to be here. We appreciate it. Let's take a break.